good day, listeners, and everyone having the opportunity to be under my soft skills training today, which I titled Design Thinking. Now, when we are talking about design thinking, we are looking at how we can imagine, how we can create, and how we can innovate. So that's just the basic intro on what design thinking is all about. Now, before we go further in the content of today's topic, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ali before Oluwadamilare David, and like I said earlier, I'll be taking us on a topic tagged or titled design thinking, which is a very essential topic. It's a very essential technical skills, or you can also term it as a soft skills every tech person. In fact, if you feel like you want to venture into tech, I don't have a skill called design thinking, then you might not be able to scale through your tech journey. Now let's quickly look at the content of what this design thinking entails. Now in today's teaching, we are going to be looking at different content ranging from the introduction of what design thinking is all about, design thinking overview, the process involved when you are doing your design thinking. Then we are also going to be looking at a series of case studies. Then we'll be looking at another interesting content called the human-centric approach to design thinking. Then we'll also be looking at our design sprints and we'll be applying and seeing, not just applying, we're also going to be seeing how we can be applying the design thinking in our tech journey. Then we'll be looking at tools and resources that we are going to be needing while journeying on this topic called the design thinking. Now, very quick one introduction. Now, let's look at it from this aspect. Like in today's rapid evolutionary digital landscape, it's not just digital, we have now moved to the AI landscape. The ability to innovate and solve problem creatively is more crucial to how we can excel in this technical space. And for you to be able to innovate and solve this problem creatively, you need to understand and know how you can apply your design thinking as an individual. In fact, not just as an individual, as a tech personnel in focus now. Now let's look at let's dive more into what design thinking introduction entails. Design thinking is a methodology, like I said. When we are talking of methodology, we are looking at a series of approaches. Now design thinking, it entails various approaches you can use just to be able to solve a particular problem that a users need. So now they said design thinking is a methodology, and before you can use this methodology, you need to understand and address the user's need. You have to put yourself in the user's need, and in putting yourself in the user's need, you have to look more into being an empathy, trying to put yourself in that user's shoe and say, okay, as a user, what will he need? What will the user need to excel? Or what if I create this design, will the user appreciate it? Will he be able to use it? So you have to try to empathize, put yourself in the user's shoe, put yourself in assume you are the user, you are the end user of a product that you are about to design. Then not just that, in design thinking there is encouragement of collaboration. Now design thinking is not meant for just you alone, it is meant for a lot of people that can come together and collaborate, and it embrace experimentation. Now when you are working on a design thinking, you need to experiment one or two things. Not just experiment, you also have to test it to see if it will work or if it will scale. Now having a broad or wider understanding on this introduction I just tagged introduction to design thinking. Now let us look at the overview of what design thinking is, which is the second content in what design thinking topic we are going to be treating now. Now the overview. Design thinking is said to be the root of innovation. Like I said when I begin this presentation, I said Now, design thinking, it involve you being able to innovate, being able to put yourself in the end user shoe, being able to address yourself as an end user and see how you can appreciate a product more. So now when you are able to do that, then you can now be able to solve the problem. And when you solve that problem, it means you are be able to prioritize, not just prioritize, you are be able to understand and address some set of individual unique needs. So that's a brief overview of what design thinking is. So if you learned one or two things from today's lesson, please feel free to drop your comments and let us know how you feel about the lecture. Today, this is where we are going to be stopping for today's lecture. Please send us your review, your feedback, and comment. Thank you and have a wonderful